Hi, I'm Chris Lee. I'm a spirit medium. I'm here to do a profile of Gordon Brown on the 13th of May 2007. In terms of Gordon, obviously he's about to be elected to Prime Minister in the UK following Tony Blair. And in terms of what I feel is very much going to be a turbulent stay in office for Gordon, I also feel he's got a lot of work to do in terms of the first 12 months. I do feel that over the period of the next 6 weeks from around now, certainly there are terms of change being brought in for him on a personal level as well as a government level. And I certainly feel over the next period of 12 months, he's got his work cut out. I certainly feel there's going to be a lot of opposition within the cabinet that he's going to have to focus on and change. I also feel he'll have to keep an eye on his own health as well, very much so. The pressures and strains of being Prime Minister we all know about, but at the same point, I do pick up a chest complaint around him. I'm not in any way, shape or form suggesting he's going to have serious health issues, just a link to pressure and stress and how he handles that. But I certainly feel in terms of his own health, we'll have to keep on top of it, because I am aware of chest pains, most along the lines of angina than anything to do with heart-related problems. I do feel there will be another term in office, and I certainly feel it's going to be a lot closer than maybe he imagines. But I'm certainly aware that there's certainly one more term coming up for Labour, not quite as clear-cut as last time, and I certainly feel over that period of time that he will struggle to keep them in office for what would be his second reign. I feel he's probably got 4 years at the top, and then there will be change yet again. And I certainly feel in terms of rival opposition, then the Conservatives certainly have a change in leader coming as well. I would say that's probably over the next 18 months. I also feel overseas and with him is going to be a major issue. And also in terms of him, the Spirit World here are also talking about the Euro being a big issue for him as well. So in terms of the way he leads, the way he takes the UK forward, he's got a lot of catch-up to be done. But a lot of issues come up, particularly with America. I certainly feel that in terms of America and the president there, that I don't see these two men getting on particularly well. Both very headstrong characters. And in terms of Gordon, I actually feel in terms of that relationship that I don't see us having as close a bond with America that maybe we have at this moment in time or have had with Tony Blair. And I certainly feel that in terms of issues like Iraq that have taken place, then I certainly feel that with Gordon, maybe things would have been a lot different, and in the future will be. And I certainly feel Iraq is one of the first things that Gordon's going to tackle, and I feel that will bolster his image certainly within the next 6 months. I see troops being pulled out of Iraq, and I also feel Afghanistan's being brought forward as well, and I certainly feel that will be a little bit more of a challenge. It's an Iraq waiting to happen in many respects. Interest rates are being shown here, and mortgages and property, which I feel will be a major stumbling block for Labour over a period of the next 12 months as well. He's obviously got to employ someone as well to do his job, and I feel that will be, the cabinet reshuffle will be very important for him in how he succeeds. In terms of having someone maybe as strong as he was in his position, I don't feel that will be the case. I also feel that in terms of bringing more ladies into the cabinet, I feel that will be the case as well, because I can see at least two new women coming forward and taking significant roles in his government. So, and I certainly feel that his bullishness in terms of trying to win the public over will be something that also appeals to a lot more people, and I feel there'll be a lot more trust reinstalled over a period of time with him. But a big job in hand, and I certainly feel in terms of his profile, I feel that the next 5 years for Gordon are massive in terms of what he can achieve. A very ambitious character, a very direct soul, certainly comes in on the ray of Will, which is Ray 1, and I certainly feel in terms of his charismatic approach. I'd say he's more of a pragmatic soul. Big changes, and I feel there are a few people who may be sat in office at the moment thinking they're comfy. I assure you, under Gordon Brown, they're not. And I certainly feel, as I said before, massive changes will bring new Labour, as they call it these days, very much into a new era. In terms of Gordon's private life, I'm not sure he's going to have much of one over the next 12 months. I certainly feel, in terms of his family, very much kept out of the limelight. I feel in terms of a different approach than the Blairs would have had. Certainly with Gordon, very much keeping his family protected, away from the limelight, almost secrecy being put around them. So in terms of his profile with his family, I certainly feel his marriage very strong. I certainly feel, in terms of his wife, a little bit more of a diplomat than maybe Gordon, and she brings the voice of reason. There's links to GPs coming in from somewhere, so there's certainly links to people who would have or are working or have worked as a GP in the past. I don't pick up any problems with family. I don't see separations or Gordon Gates coming out of the woodwork. I certainly feel this is something where a squeaky clean guy, very much so.